Hello and a very good evening to all our viewers who are joining me live in this interaction session on Facebook as well as YouTube of News 9. So today we will be speaking about a particular video that is going viral on social media, or rather many videos which are going viral on social media claiming that the Taiwan air defense missile system shot down an Su-35 of the Chinese army. So the Taiwanese social media and also the Twitter is abuzz with claims that a Chinese Su-35 fighter plane was shot down by the Taiwan's air defense system. And according to reports, the plane crashed in Guangxi Autonomous Coastal Region in southern China, bordering Vietnam, after intruding into the Taiwan Strait and also the South China Sea. Well, multiple videos circulating on social media show that a jet engulfed in thick smoke, and the video is from an unknown location. And this particular video that you see on your screens is currently going viral on social media. And as you can see, this is the site where the aircraft reportedly crashed. And there are many claims on social media which is, saying that the Taiwan's air defense system shot down the Su-35. However, many users have flagged the report, calling it false, while some said that the fighter jet crashed due to a technical glitch. And according to the Daily Telegraph, the journal rejected the report, saying that Taiwan's Ministry of Defense has responded categorically that this is fake news, and tensions in that South China Sea region are also rising, and even the tensions between China and Taiwan are also rising as China continues to view the self-governing democracy of almost 24 million people as an inseparable part of its territory, and has also vowed to unify the island with the mainland China. Last month, even Chinese state media even threatened to conduct a military mission till the 4th of September in the north of the Taiwan Strait, following which Taipei warned Beijing against any attempt to annex the democratic island nation. Now, according to reports, China's Maritime Safety Administration had even announced that it was going to conduct a military mission from Friday till the 4th of September in the Bohai Strait and also the northern Yellow Sea. So we don't know yet whether this particular video holds of any importance, and also whether the reactions and also the claims that are coming on Twitter and other social media platforms are true or false. So now, in order to answer a few questions surrounding this particular video and also the tensions that are rising amidst China, US and even Taiwan, we have with us retired Air Marshal BK Murli, who is joining us in this live interaction. Many thanks for joining us, Air Marshal. And today, my first question to you is, what do you think of this particular video that is going viral on social media, and what are your sources telling you about it?
Good evening, Deepak. This information since afternoon is gone viral. I have received many inputs through my friends and contacts. And then a large majority are of the opinion that this is not possible and this could be a fake news. In fact, the Taiwanese defense spokesman has said that this is not true, and no such action has been taken by the Taiwanese air defense system. No, just to put the matter in the right perspective, the Su-35, one of the most advanced fighter aircraft from the stables of Irkut, joined the Chinese PLA Air Force in 2019, and to the best of our knowledge and understanding, 12 such aircraft were delivered by Russia with full weapons, and they have been placed under the Western Theater Command, which actually borders India. Now, we were aware that China was doing some kind of a military drill in the South China Sea, and they were actually threatening gestures on the Taiwan, and Taiwan had warned China of intruding in its airspace. But this information, today's information, is a bit disconcerting.
Also, Air Marshal, do you think that Taiwan would even resort to such a move if such a scenario even prevailed over its airspace violation? Do you think that Taiwan would risk shooting down an Su-35?
No, it is not possible, because when you look at the logic, you don't go around shooting an enemy aircraft just because it has intruded into the, airspace, your friendly domestic airspace. A number of warnings are issued. If the reports are to be believed, this actually entered the Taiwanese airspace through the Taiwanese straits from the South China Sea area. So definitely, the air defense system of Taiwan would have issued enough of warnings for the aircraft to go back, and they would have even scrambled the Taiwanese jets. In fact, in the same island of Taiwan today, there are F-15 aircraft of the Pacific Air Force operating. So I'm sure they would have scrambled some aircraft, but all of a sudden shooting this aircraft and the aircraft falling in the southern coastal region bordering Vietnam looks a little far-fetched.
Also, Marshall, if the Chinese media reports are to be believed, China had also claimed that they would conduct a severe military drill in that particular region. So, if it possibly, if this was true, and if Taiwan shot down the aircraft, what would be the implications of such a move?
No, the implications would be extremely severe and mind-boggling. It is true that China had indicated that they would be conducting military drills up to September 4th. That is because of Taiwan's closeness to United States. In fact, a large number of aircraft from the aircraft carrier task force, which operated in the South China Sea some time back, that is the U.S. Carrier Task Force. The aircraft flew over Taiwan, which is considered as a friendly territory by United States, and this irked the Chinese and had warned that Taiwan is not an independent country; it is Chinese Taipei, and so on and so forth. So, because of that, against that background, probably the China said we will conduct military exercises ourselves and we will overfly Taiwan area. But then, had such an incident taken place, I mean, I'm just giving a very objective viewpoint, the implications would have been extremely severe by now, and it would have set fire to the entire region. And there would have been a massive retaliation by China, and we would have seen probably a lot of countries, neighboring countries, join into this, unending conflict. Since it has not happened, I presume this news is unverified and it could be fake.
Also, M. Marshall, what do you think about the provocations made by the US? Because Washington has traditionally refrained from, overt displays of support, but the United States has, sailed through a guided missile destroyer through the Taiwan Strait on Sunday. So this marked the second such transit in less than 2 weeks. And among the clearest signals yet of Washington's, willingness to stand up for Taiwan in the face of Chinese aggression. Air Marshal, are you with me? Hello?
Particularly the cooperation in the South China Sea and in the Taiwanese Straits. Now, the Taiwanese president has been giving statements saying that they have the support of United States, and even Mike Pompeo has made a few statements in the past saying that Taiwan is an independent nation, and any threat to the Taiwanese sovereignty will be suitably answered by the United States. No, it is the closeness of Taiwan to United States that probably is irking China, and a large number of drills, particularly in the South China Sea and in the Guam, and by the Carrier Task Force with either Vietnam or with the Philippines or with Taiwan, by the United States, has always been looked at with the suspicion by China, and China does not want the United States presence in that island nation. And I think this is that is the reason why all this unwanted things are happening. But whatever it is, Chinese United States are probably they are ready to give a befitting response if should China embark on a misadventure.
Also, Marshall, now with the US trying to shield Taiwan from Chinese aggression, do you think that the US will back Taiwan if there is a grave scenario? And where does this put India?
No, United States will positively back Taiwan because, like I told you, there is a agreement between the two nations, and if the reports are to be believed, it is a defense agreement. Taiwan is a very small island nation, and it does not have the potential to actually take on an adversary like China, particularly in the maritime conflict. And what better than United States? And it suits the purpose of United States also because today all the countries which are in and around the South China Sea and the East China Sea are extremely friendly with the United States. And United States will definitely positively come to, they will actually jump into the fray should there be a conflict. And as far as India is concerned, yes, it would be worthwhile for India to actually sail a few, warships, destroyers, and frigates, and if need be, also send our, aircraft carrier to the South China Sea through the Malacca states, and then cut off the Chinese navy. And then, in any case, we have the Quad meeting coming very soon, and we have a security arrangement with the Quad countries. And I think India will be drawn into this conflict unwittingly.
Now, Air Marshal, a greedy China has vowed to, reoccupy Taiwan. Do you think that in its move, it might, give rise to a World War III? And do you think that it is inevitable?
World War III, no, it's very difficult to now predict such a extreme outcome as of this moment. But what China is doing is extremely provocative and extremely dangerous in that area. And, this can lead to a full-blown confrontation between United Nations and other supporting nations on one side and China on the other. Yes, there could be very, very, very severe repercussions. I would not really say that a World War III kind of a scenario will exist or will take place. But yes, a limited conflict, particularly in that area, cannot be really ruled out. In fact, somehow I am of the opinion that such a conflict should take place. Even though Chinese Navy is very, very strong and they have aircraft carriers and a large number of aircraft on board, but then a combined force, led by United States and other friendly countries can take on the Chinese might, and I think China can be taught a lesson, and that will serve India's purpose also to a great extent.
Right, Air Marshal, thank you for joining me with all those details. Well, that was Air Marshal B.K. Murli giving us his opinion about the videos which are circulating on social media, and also his opinions on whether Taiwan would resort to such a move given the kind of repercussions that it would give rise to. And even the Taiwan defense has also denied all reports of its air defense system shooting down a Chinese Su-35. But it still remains to be seen because China has vowed to get back Taiwan into its mainland, and with that on its mind, it still remains to be seen whether China would actually send in aircrafts and threaten the security of Taiwan. Well, even with that continuing to exist, US is also trying to safeguard Taiwan on the other hand against Chinese aggression. And also India, like Air Marshal B.K. Murli said, India might also send its aircraft carriers, which will further boost the ally nations against China, because China has been giving rise to a lot of tensions in the South China Sea, and only a united front can take out China, and that is what Air Marshal B.K. Murli said. And with that, it's a wrap on this live interaction. Until next time, take care and also stay safe.